Aloha, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. It's Wednesday, and weird thing, I'm not usually teaching on a Wednesday if I'm teaching at a practitioner training, but I'm here at Huna. We're at our 5-day Huna that we do in San Diego once a year, and had a great morning. The group came in. We got about 80 something people in the room, and absolutely incredible. I love teaching this stuff. Love Huna. It's really where my heart is, and I think that's kind of along the lines of what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to go over something that I think you've heard a lot of people say this. A lot of thought leaders talk about this. A lot of people who, teach the kind of things that I do, whether it's neuro-linguistic programming or Huna. There's a similar thing that we say, and it has to do with what do you do? Like, what do you do with your life to feel super fulfilled? I want to differentiate fulfilling from fulfilling your soul, fulfilling your spirit. Fulfilling. What can be fulfilling? You can have temporary fulfillment. So, for example, going to a movie and you're like, oh my God, the movie was great. My son, he's a part of the team now, Ethan, and we were just talking about Top Gun yesterday, and it came up again today. And, he really liked that movie, thought that the second movie was better than the first one. Anyway, so you're fulfilled in that moment. Or purchasing something, getting a car, getting a watch you've always wanted, or something that may fulfill you in the moment. But those aren't the things at the end of your life you're going to sit there going, oh my God, I was fulfilled on the level of a soul. In the book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, Dr. John Gottman says that one of the major principles is that people that are in a super happy relationship, they believe that their relationship serves a higher purpose. They believe that it has a fulfillment on the level of the soul. You look at some of the most incredible, whether it's entrepreneurs, whether it is thought leaders, and they've been doing it for so long, they have a higher purpose for why they're doing what they're doing. And so fulfillment on the soul, it's not a complicated thing. It really isn't. It's whatever, when you do it, number one, it comes easy. And number two, it doesn't feel like you're working. It's effortless. Effortless doesn't mean that you don't put effort into something. It means that you have to put an effort in, but yet it's effortless to get that motivation going, to be able to get up and do the thing that you're going to do. You just have constant, nonstop motivation and energy doing it. I think if you're going to do something in your life, you should do something that fulfills you on that level. I've never met someone who at the end of their life says the following: I followed my heart. I did everything that I ever wanted to do. I went all in and just lived and loved life. God, what a mistake. I've never heard anybody say that before. I have met a lot of people. I get to teach a couple thousand people a year on average, and I have met people that are later on in their life that say things like shoulda, coulda, woulda. My teacher of hula, he's here, and he loves to come out here and be a part of this workshop. And he was sharing one of the prints that he had done. He has a ohe kapala printing, which is a printing on a fabric. And the time that we did the printing is when a person who was very near and dear to my heart and to his heart, Uncle George, who was a founder of the Merry Monarch Hula Festival, he had passed away, as did one of Kumu's dancers, and it all happened in a very, very small, short window there. And the print that we did had to do with wrapping things up, completion, and new beginnings, and a connection to higher self, to higher purpose. And Kumu was sitting there and sharing the story of the print that we had all done in his school of hula. And he looked out at everyone and said, say sorry when you have to say sorry. Say please forgive me when you have to say please forgive me. And say that you love someone, because there's a point where you can't say it anymore, where the person's no longer there. And the lesson that I heard as he was sharing that is that you got to be in that moment of just living your life with a higher purpose, with something that fulfills you, because at some point it may be too late. It may be too late, whether it's with another person, whether it's with yourself. And so ask yourself, I hear people say all the time, I wish I had started doing this 5 years ago. I wish I had started investing 5 years ago. I wish I had started working out 5 years ago. Forget that. What is the 5-year, 10-year, 20-year version of you saying to yourself right now what you should be doing? Like if you're in a career where you just, Sabrina, who's one of my teachers, and she's here, she just opened up the Huna weekend. She called her corporate job a soul-sucking job. That if you stay in that kind of thing, yeah, I get it. I work with people on beliefs, and yeah, change your belief. But really, if you're doing things that are going against the very fiber of your being, the very fiber of who you are, it's not going to be worth it at the end. No amount of money, no amount of any type of temporary fulfillment is going to fulfill you on a level of the soul. So take a look at what truly resonates with your soul, what connects with your soul, that when you're doing it, it brings in so much energy and so much love, and focusing on that. I'm not saying to just quit everything all in one shot. What I'm saying is put that out there, that this is what you're going to want to be doing long term, and get going with that. Okay? Hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. I'm going to get ready to teach because the 80 people are going to be coming back from lunch in a few minutes. And I'm going to get rolling with them. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Ahui ho.